Rapper Kanye West has been back on Twitter for less than 2 weeks, and he's already brought the social media company to its knees. In an epic 4-day rampage through cyberspace, West has endorsed pundit Candace Owens, the pro-Trump pundit Candace Owens, shared videos by Scott Adams, posted a photograph of himself in a Make America Great Again hat, and earned 2 retweets from the President of the United States. Well, progressives are almost unconscious with rage. Rolling Stone magazine calls West's tweet, quote, a real threat. They don't say what it's a real threat to, but they clearly mean it. Author and columnist Mark Steyn knows what it's a threat to, and he joins us tonight. Mark, what are Kanye West tweets a threat to, would you say?
Well, they're a threat to the lockstep homogeneity of popular culture in the United States. And to a certain extent, I'm not unsympathetic to that. You know, some people are mocking us conservatives because we're such Squaresville daddios that when some groovy hepcat that all the beatniks dig, like Kanye West, comes along, we all get so excited that, you know, we're thrilled that he's looking at us. We're the square frumpy wallflower at the prom, and he's given us the eye. And to be honest, I quite like the fact that the right has been celebrated. I mean, I remember in the 2000 election going to the Republican convention and being given the folder showing which celebrities were supporting George W. Bush. And when I say folder, it was an attractive piece of letter-sized paper with 2 names on one side. There was Pat Boone and one of the Oak Ridge boys. I can't remember which Oak Ridge boy. I think there's 9 of them. 7 of them are Democrats, one's a Green, but whichever Oak Ridge boy it was supporting George W. Bush. And I think, and there was something terribly refreshing in having no purchase on pop culture. But the fact is, we're not really excited. It's not so much the excitement from our end; it's the fact that Kanye, at his end, is sick of being told what to think. The boxes that the left has built for its celebrity supporters are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And a self-respecting man like this guy doesn't want to be put in that box, and he just wants to bust out of that box.
Wait, are you saying that art is not the same thing as conformity?
I am, and oddly enough, it's strange to me because art is they've always got on about how transgressive they are. We need transgressive artists to bust the bounds of this and bust the bounds of that, and then they demand that all the transgressive artists march in lockstep with the approved ideology. Now I will say this, Tucker, that I think this is in a way a sort of obvious correction. Trump is a showbiz figure. He did beauty pageants and he did a reality show. He's on the Regis Philbin Christmas album, firing Blitzen and hiring Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, I would have voted for President Philbin if I could, but the guy who's on the Regis Philbin Christmas album is a pretty good second place. And if you think about it from Kanye's point of view, if he walks into a room and there's Chuck Schumer and there's Elizabeth Warren and over in the other corner is Donald Trump, who is Kanye going to go and talk to?
No, it's
He's
true.
going to go and talk to Trump. This, in a sense, is a natural correction to the insanity that the celebrity left has maintained since November 2016.
Well, but that's one of the reasons they've always hated Trump, because he's so off-grid, for good and bad, that he represented the possibility of a real alignment. And they hate that. That's a threat to their business. And so that's why they shut down all dissent, or any affinity for him needs to be punished immediately, because otherwise this could happen.
Yeah, and I think they understand. I mean, the Rolling Stone piece is interesting to me because the guy sounds as if he's really scared. The pop culture acts as the great enforcer in America, and everyone knows that culture is upstream of politics. If you control pop culture, the politics will follow. It's not the Supreme Court. You know, when Anthony Kennedy licenses gay marriage, he's just saying that the pop culture has told him to get on side, in effect. It's bigger than anything. So when, for example, Shania Twain, a couple of days ago, she gives an interview to The Guardian saying that if she'd been American, she'd have voted for Donald Trump. Immediately, Shania is clubbed into a pulp and is made to apologize and back down. And, and that's pathetic for Shania. Man, I feel like a woman. Man, I feel like a celebrity who has the guts to stand up to this. And I'm embarrassed for my country that Shania Twain from Timmins, Ontario, God bless her, didn't have the guts to do what Kanye did and say, get lost, I think for myself.
But I still like her. Mark Steyn, a man who thinks for himself. I always learn something from this segment. I'm grateful to you for that. Thank you.
Even if it's only Shania's hometown. Now you know.
Which is good to know. See ya.
Thanks, Tucker.